Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tag video. So this tag video is called the Mid-Year Book Freakout, and I know it's September, so it's not really like mid-year anymore, but I figured I'd do it anyways because I really enjoyed the questions in this tag. I will leave the creator's link in the comments below and also the person that I got it from. Right now, off the top of my head, I can't remember where I saw it, but I do know that it has been around the Booktube community quite a bit recently. So the first question is the best book that I've read so far in 2015. I've actually read a few that I would like to mention. The first one is The Martian by Andy Weir. I absolutely love that book. It is definitely one of my top favorite books of this year so far. If you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. It's an adult fiction, which is normally not what I go towards, but I really enjoyed it and I highly recommend it. The other two books that I chose for this are Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, for obvious reasons, and The Young Elites by Marie Lu. And the second book in that trilogy or series I think is coming out very soon, so I'm very excited for that one, and it is called The Rose Society. The next one is the best sequel that you've read so far in 2015. This year I read The Archived and The Unbound, which is a 2-book series as far as I know. I don't think that they're coming out with any more, but I could be wrong. And the sequel was The Unbound, and I absolutely love that series. It is very well written, and I highly recommend it, especially to all you Victoria Schwab fans out there. The next one is a new release you haven't read yet but you want to, and that would be Every Last Breath by Tamara Ireland Stone, and I've heard so many good things about this book. I believe that it's a contemporary, and I think it deals with some very important topics, but I don't know honestly too much about it. I kind of want to go into it blindly. There is a lot of hype around it, or there was, so I'm kind of holding off to read it for a little bit just because I don't want to read it when all the hype and the buzz is going on, because then I might get my hopes too high and it might fall a little bit short. So I am excited to read it. I do own it. I just haven't read it yet. The next one is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and that would be Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray, and this is the sequel to The Diviners. The Diviners was published what, like 3 years ago, or maybe longer. I honestly don't know. It's been so long since I've read it, and I'm really excited for The Lair of Dreams because I've been waiting for the sequel for so long, and honestly I'm gonna have to do kind of a little recap for myself for The Diviners because I don't remember a whole lot about it. I do remember the bad guy because he freaked me out a lot, but that's about it. The fifth one is my biggest disappointment, and this has changed because I just finished a book that I did not like at all and is the worst book that I've read this year, but that's going to be in my wrap-up for the end of the month. So I'm going to say that my biggest disappointment besides that book would be Possessed by Gretchen McNeil. I went into it like wanting it to be this spooky novel, and it wasn't really that scary to me, and I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would, and I think I gave that book a 3 out of 5 stars. And it was just an okay read for me, not what I was expecting. Number 6, the biggest surprise, and that would be All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I was not expecting to enjoy this book as much as I did, and if you've read it, you would probably understand why the book is so touching and heartfelt and sad and just beautiful, and I really loved it, and I wasn't expecting to love it that much. Number 7 is favorite new author, debut, or new to you, and that would be Sarah J. Maas. I haven't read anything by her until this year, and so far I've only read Throne of Glass by her, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm very excited to continue on with the rest of her books. And the next one is newest fictional crush, and obviously that is Kale from Throne of Glass. Number 9 is my newest favorite character, and that would be Cleo from the Fallen Kingdoms series. I just started reading the Fallen Kingdoms this year, and I really like it so far. I've only read the first and the second book. I'm very excited to read the third, but I'm trying to hold off because I'm not sure when the next one will be out. So far I really love it, and Cleo is a really good character in my opinion. Number 10, book that made you cry. I have 2 books this year that I've read that have made me cry. One of those is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, and This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Earl. Book that made you happy. Now, if you guys follow my channel, you probably know that I don't read a lot of contemporary novels, so I can't really say that I read a lot of books that make me happy. I did read The Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot this year, and I have seen the film to that, and I really enjoyed the film, and everybody's talking about how good the book series is, so I decided to give it a shot. I read the first book, I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, and it just put me in this really happy place. I found it to be a really lighthearted read, and it didn't involve a lot of thought thought process, so it was really fun to read, and I can't wait to continue on with that series. Number 12 is the favorite book to film adaptation that I saw this year. That would probably be Insurgent. I saw it not too long ago and I enjoyed it. I thought it was really well put together. Now, it's been a while since I've read Insurgent, so I couldn't really compare the two very well because I don't remember Insurgent as much as I would like to, but the film was amazing and I absolutely loved it. Number 13 is the favorite video that I've done so far this year, and that would probably be my book review of Broken Promises by Linwood Barclay, because I suck at book reviews. I am terrible at book reviews, especially video ones. I can do written book reviews okay, but video book reviews, I'm horrible. I'm really bad at that. But I think I did alright in that video. Number 14 is the most beautiful book that I've bought so far this year, or received. Big Eyes film adaptation book. I will post a picture somewhere so you guys can see it. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it in another video, but I may have. I think I did. It's very beautiful. It has a bunch of different images from the artist and things like that. And that book is just very aesthetically pleasing to the eye and very beautiful, and just I could not pass it up. When I saw the Big Eyes film, I knew I had to have that book because I love her artwork so much. And the last one, number 15, says, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? All of them. I have so many books that I haven't read, but specifically I want to read more of the Throne of Glass series. I don't know if I want to like catch up all the way because I don't like to like be left hanging and then have to wait for a year for the next book to come out. So I kind of want to read some of the Throne of Glass series. I kind of want to read some books that are new releases coming out at the end of the year, because there's some really good ones coming out. And I also want to read some series, like finish up some series that I've started, because I'm very, very bad at that. I usually start a series, read one or two of the books, and then I don't finish it. So I really need to work on that. But that is it for this tag video, you guys. I'm not going to tag anyone because I'm pretty sure the majority of booktubers have done this, but if you haven't, please feel free to do so. I will leave the questions in the description down below to make it a little bit easier for you. If you have done this tag video, please link it in the comments so that I can watch it. I would love to see your responses. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!